And we are a perfect hour and at 4 minutes in, and we are moving on to the Central Western. And okay,
This is a gauntlet. This division
yeah.
is a gauntlet,
Hold
bro.
on,
There is
let me guess your rankings. All right, we're ready. You're gonna have
no.
Avs
Oh,
at
okay,
1.
yeah, go on.
Sorry, Avs at 1, Stars at 2, Jets at 3, Wild at 4, Preds at 5, Blues at 6, Mammoth at 7, Blackhawks at 8. Did I get a single one wrong? Or is that the perfect list?
You got 2 right.
Alright, let's start with the Mammoth.
exactly
Let's get the Mammoth out of the way because they're the new team and the worst named
This
team.
is where you're wrong. This was one of the where
You think they're gonna be really good?
Mammoth. Oh yeah, they're gonna take a
Oh,
step.
I know Logan Cooley. I remember that dude. He was in
Logan Cooley is
NHL.
gonna be good. Yeah, there's a lot. Like, I feel like this is they've kind of been working on this team for a little bit. Like kind of just like slowly building it up. I think this is the year that everything comes together. So, like, the problem with this division is that I think there's 6 playoff teams in this division. Obviously, only a maximum of 5 can make the playoffs, so we are going to have a really good team from this division miss the playoffs this year. So, like the Mammoth could end up finishing 6th, but still be like a top 16 team in the league.
That's disgusting.
So,
the fact that can happen is so
everyone's-
disturbing.
Everyone's so good. I mean, let's start. The easiest thing to talk about is the goalies. Vejmelka is he's good. He's not elite, but he's still really good. And Vanacek, they've got him on $1.5 million. $1.5 million is a good price tag for him. So that's their goalies out of the way. Looking at their defense, I guess you look at their defense, and that's probably the weak point of this team. Not that it's inherently bad. I don't think they'll be allowing an ungodly amount of goals, but it's not the best. It doesn't compare to the rest of the team, because especially when you look at the forwards, there is going to be a huge jump here. Like, listen, Gunther, Cooley, and Peterka can be one of the best top lines in the league. Like, I think them getting Peterka from the Sabres was just a great move. Like, this can be one of the best top lines in the league. Who else? Next line, you've got Keller, McBain, and Schmaltz. Again, that's like that should be another really good line. They can go toe to toe with most second lines. And then when you get down to their bottom 6, this is where I start thinking they've actually got depth. Kraus, Hayton, and Yamamoto is their third line.
Dodgers pitcher, baby, let's go. I saw his name. I was like, oh, I can't wait for him to mention this. I can't wait.
I'll be interested to see what he does this year. I don't have high hopes for him.
Oh, that's no fun.
Just playing next to Kraus and Hayton is huge for him. Like, that is a really good third line. And then their fourth line being Tanev, Stenlund, and Carcone. Like, having Tanev on that fourth line, compared to other fourth lines, Tanev's probably one of the best fourth liners in the league. Which, I guess that's not really saying much, but, this is a, really good team, and I think they'll really finally put it together this year. That forward group is going to be, amazing. So,
yeah, this team. So you think it'll be like the Valkyries, where they come in, they kind of just shake it all up because they've got this just straight up. What's it called? They've got the depth and the talent all around.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I
lost my headset for a second.
Looking at the standings. Oh, you good?
Yeah, I think my plug should work. The headset's dying, but that's fine.
Okay.
So What do you think about Mammoth? Let's wrap that one up. That team. I thought they were going to suck, so.
Listen, I am gonna say they come 6th in the division, but that's because, like I said, this is such a stacked division. Like, listen, there could genuinely be 6 teams from this division in the top 10 teams, in my eyes, at the end of the season. Like, they could genuinely be a top 10 team and miss the playoffs.
That would be brutal work, I'm not gonna lie.
So I am picking the Mammoth to miss the playoffs.
No!
It won't be because they're bad.
So you think they'll just miss it just because bad situation?
Just because of the division. Insane.
So who do you want to touch on next? What's like a middle of the pack team?
Can we just get the worst team out the way?
Yeah, Blackhawks.
Wrong.
No! The Preds! I like the Preds. They got Flip Forsberg.
Bro, DDFC. Hell no.
Huh?
Could not get behind that.
What, you don't believe in the Flip Forsberg led Preds?
No.
Why?
I've never been a Forsberg believer. Like, he's got a pretty hard ceiling. Like, this is just looking like a retirement home at this point. Like, last season they went out in free agency. Last season they went out in free agency and bought like everyone. Everyone thought they'd built the best contending team, but surprise, in hockey you can't buy a championship.
What?
Like, you just cannot. Like, it's such a chemistry-based sport, and they've kind of just thrown a bunch of guys together. Like, this roster really just feels like a bunch of guys. In a way. Like, there's not really much to look forward to. Listen, Brady Martin, I'm looking forward to seeing him. That's... If I might genuinely not watch a single Preds game this year, unless it's... Wow! Brady Martin is going to be playing on the top line, next to Forsberg and O'Reilly. Okay, I am excited to say that, actually. That's about the only thing to look forward to on this team. Like, everyone's just old, like...
So it's just an unk team, is what you're saying? So you really think
pretty much
they're just gonna suck because of that?
Yeah.
That's depressing.
Like, the guys don't have like chemistry, and obviously because they're all so old and like everyone's come from different teams, you know, like everyone's coming from different play styles. Like, there's just no chemistry on this team.
That's fair. Do you want to move on from this team, or are you just depressed now? It sounds like.
Yeah, let's move on. Fuck that.
Fuck the Preds. All my homies hate the Preds. Let's hit the Blue Jays. Or the Blue Jays, the Blues. I've been thinking about the Yankees losing all day, so.
The Blues. This is an interesting team.
Will they be singing the Blues?
There's a pretty wide range of outcomes for this team. They could be like really good or really bad, and I genuinely don't think we'll know until playoff time because of how hard the division is. You've got a lot of guys that are like really good on this team.
Cairo? Wasn't he pretty good?
Yeah, dude. Cairo's great. Robert Thomas is great. Buknovic, listen, I think Buknovic might be a tad overpaid, but whatever. Braden Shen is great. Like, Braden Shen as their captain is great. You know, he's not too old either. He's still, like, pretty much in his prime, you know.
Yeah.
And then obviously one of the big talking points is Jimmy Snuggerud. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Snuggerud.
The right winger.
I like saying Snuggerud just because whatever.
Snuggerud works perfectly.
He is a favorite for the Calder Rookie of the Year. He is my sneaky Calder pick. I don't know if he'll win it, but he is a good one. Because obviously Demidov is the favorite by far. But
yeah,
Snuggerud would probably be my second favorite to win it, and he's playing on the top line. Like he came in last year out of nowhere around playoff time, and he performed. Like he was a playoff performer last year, and like his first game came like not even a month before the playoffs, and he's immediately performing. So I'm really excited to watch him this year. Um, the depth is pretty good here, like especially like their third line is Neighbors, Suter, and Joseph. Like that's a good third line as well. And then as for defense, like Parayko and Fowler is a great top pair. That's definitely one of the best top pairs in the league. So I mean goaltenders. Jordan Binnington is such a weird goaltender. He only shines when the lights are brightest. Like he is a noticeable riser under pressure. Like we saw in the Four Nations last year. You know, people were like, "Why is Binnington the starting goalie for Canada?"
Holy crap!
And
Sorry,
he ended up
go on.
what?
I pulled up some of the
ended up
stats.
winning them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up winning them the Four Nations. He was probably the reason Canada won the Four Nations. Like he was probably the MVP of that whole thing last year.
Oh my
but like
goodness.
then like he'll play someone like the like Flyers and allow like 6 goals. Like
He played he played the Pirates last year and allowed 4. Like stuff like yeah, but he like or sorry, the Penguins, Pittsburgh Pirates, Penguins.
yeah.
Hockey mind.
Yeah,
man.
like he's so up and down. Like
He played decently last year in the
that's the thing.
playoffs. I mean, for against the Winnipeg
yeah,
Jets.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he
He
played.
plays better when the lights are brighter. Like, and then obviously Joel Hofer as the backup is cool, I guess. But yeah, so I'm gonna say all in all, this team should be 5th in the division.
That's pretty fair. Blackhawks.
Blackhawks, I mean, let's get it out of the way. They're gonna be
Yeah.
7th in the division.
Yeah, that's about where I was projecting in my mind. No,
this
I
is
was
just,
saying 8. But I don't know, Puck.
Nah, I think they'll be better than the Preds at least. This is an exciting team. So, listen, obviously Connor Bedard like speaks for itself. Like everyone knows
Yeah,
what he's capable.
I knew
of.
him before I even looked at hockey. So
Yeah, everyone knows Connor Bedard. Listen, this is the last year of his contract, so he's about to get a massive contract. Like I could call me crazy, right? But he could end up getting the same contract Kaprizov got, like an 8/17. That's genuinely possible for Bedard at the end of this year. It's just so good. Like I was watching the game yesterday, and they were talking about like, you know, all the work he's done in the off season to just become a better player in general.
did he go on to like Wemby
Like,
level, like random locations and stuff?
Well,
Sorry,
well,
niche
listen,
basketball.
if he can get if he can get the defensive side of his game up, then yeah, he'll definitely be on like a Wemby level because his offensive production, like, he can be a top 10 player in the league, like very easily. Like all I'll be looking for this year is just like I'll just be looking to see if he can like step up that defensive side of his game. Because if he can, then like I said, he's a top 10 player in the league, and he's only 20 years old. So, and then obviously Frank Nazar, that's probably my like pick to be the most underrated player this year. He is not as good as Bedard, but I'd argue that he's like right on Bedard's level. Like Nazar and Bedard will be a dynamic duo. Like they will be this franchise's like cornerstone pieces moving forwards. I mean, looking across the rest of this roster, there's not much to look forward to. Again, looking on defense, we'll be looking to see how some of these young defensive guys come through, like Levshinov, Rinzel, Del Mastro. Like, we'll be looking to see how they develop. listen, Lev Shinov is supposed to be like he's only 19 years old. He's supposed to go on to be a top 5 defensive player in the league. But and listen, he can be top 5, but after watching his game yesterday, he was really bad.
Ooh.
Like really bad. Like
really,
there was
really
a
bad.
lot of mistakes. Yeah, so many mistakes. Like just mishandling the puck, like losing the puck, like can't win puck battles. Like there was a couple passes he made which were like, yeah, like this guy's showing flashes, but like. And listen, like I said, 19 years old, it was the first game of the season, and they were playing the Panthers of all teams. Like,
Yeah,
don't look into it so much, but
brutal.
he was making a lot of errors on his own. So, we'll just wait and see when it comes to him. But,
So you think they sit like,
yeah.
You said 7th?
Yeah, 7th, and it's just because they're going to show life. Like, I mean, some of their older guys, like Nick Foligno, I think he's an amazing captain. Like, he's might not be the best player, but he's a great person to lead the team. You know, he's great as a leader. But Suzy and Tavanen and Burakovsky, they're all fine. You know, Ryan Donato's okay, but yeah, this is just another year of like watching how your young guys develop, and then in a couple years, this could be a serious team. But
Yeah.
for now, not much.
That's a few years out. So now we're down to what you would argue, I'd argue the top 4 teams. Jets,
Yeah,
Wild,
top 4.
Stars, Avs. So
Yeah.
which one do you want to start with? Are we gonna
Should we just go 4th to 1st?
Sure. Wild. Prediction?
Let's start off with the Jets.
I was thinking it. So based off of the little what I know, I think it's gonna probably be. I'm just throwing out. You can obviously correct me when I go completely haywire,
Yeah.
but I think it's gonna be a very defensive team again, like it was last year. They have the best goalie in the league, and Hellebuck.
The best regular season goalie. Yeah,
He's James Harden,
He's
but
probably the most notorious playoff faller in the league. Like,
So-
yeah, they
I think they're just gonna
Yeah.
roll in, and they're gonna. I feel like they're gonna hold strong. I just think the same weakness was last year was the scoring, and yeah, depth. Sorry, because it's Kyle Connor, Mark Scheffler, and Velarde. I think Velarde. Those front 3 are great, and then everyone else is kind of a
Yeah.
little questionable.
Like, that is a really good top line, especially Connor and Shifley. Like, that is like, I love that duo. Definitely one of the best duos in the league.
Last season.
And then obviously they've got a lot of injuries right now. So they've got Adam Lowry, Cole Perfetti, and Jonathan Taves all
And
injured,
Sandberg.
and then they've also got Dylan Sandberg on defense injured. So these guys are going to be battling injuries. Especially for this first part of the season, like they are going to start the season really slow, which I think by the end of the season, I think they'll be right in the mix with these other top 4 teams, but because of how slow they're probably going to start the season, that's why I have them finishing 4th in the division. I mean, there's not too much to say about this team just because they are like pretty well-rounded. Like their top 9 is pretty good. Like they're all pretty consistent. And once they get their guys back from injuries, then this is once again a scary team. Like they play so hard. They just they don't necessarily play the most physical game, but like they just like put in that extra effort. You know what I mean? Like across the board, like everyone's putting in that extra effort, like to make sure they win a puck battle or like hunt a puck down. Like that's why I think like this team is just, no matter what, they're kind of like the Panthers in regards that like no matter what they'll be good, but obviously missing a couple guys to start the season, it's definitely gonna hurt them.
They're from Canada, so they gotta play for something. There's not really a lot of excitement going up in there. So yeah. Let's move on to number 3. I'm guessing is the Wild then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the one and two are crazy good.
I think what the Wild season depends on is if Kaprizov can stay healthy. Like, because, I mean, we all know the massive contract. He got 8 years at 17 million, completely resetting the market for forwards. I'm excited to see some of the contracts that come up after that. Listen, they've got... Let me get their lineup up. I know their top 6 is, like, really good. Like, that top line, Kaprizov, Rossi, and Boldy, that is just elite. And then your second line, second line is good, but Eriksson Ek, I think, really carries that second line. Eriksson Ek is, like, unreal, in my opinion. It's... I just think this team has a ceiling. Like, that's my only issue. Like, obviously, you'll be waiting for some of these, like Brock Faber, one of the highest paid young defensemen in the league. He won't put up, like, numbers, but he is one of the best defensive defensemen in the league already at such a young age. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he can continue that. Gustafsson is a great goalie. Wallstedt is an okay backup.
I mean, Gustavin had, what, 2.53 goals average allowed, which is... I don't really know what I'm looking at when I'm watching a goalie, but that feels like a pretty good set to base off of.
Yeah, I don't like goals against on average because, again, that's really dependent on shot volume. Yeah. You know? But yeah, like, this team is a lock for the playoffs, but...
I mean, in this conference, are they really... Yeah, I feel like the only worry is division. Like, division could really kill this team.
Well, I mean, this is a lot. Like, their ceiling is second in the division, but their floor is 6th, which is obviously missing the playoffs in this division.
Yeah.
So right now I've got them sitting at 3rd, but
that's probably where
because the big thing is Kaprizov. We just need a healthy season of Kaprizov. Kaprizov can be a genuine MVP. He was my pick for MVP before he got injured last season.
Yeah.
He is. Like this really just all depends on Kaprizov.
Stars, baby. Stars. I'm assuming they're your second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stars.
What an offense.
I don't know. I'm starting to get to the point with this team that, like...
An Oettinger.
Like, I need to see you, like, put it together.
Like,
they've had the roster for a few years now. Like, they've had the roster for a few years now. Like, they are just such a well-rounded roster. Like, there's not one bad player on this roster. Like, their top 9 is great offensively, and then their 4th line is a great defensive line. All 3 of their defensive pairs are great. I love how Harley stepped up in Heiskanen's absence last year. Like, Harley looks like he can really lock down that second pair and make them look elite. I just need to see him put it together. Like, we've heard, like we know how good this team is, but they still haven't been able to put it together yet. And obviously we're going into another year with the same, like, general core of players, so obviously, like, everyone's still growing together and developing together, but, like, and because they still got they got a lot of their guys locked up on long-term deals, so I think the Stars will be competing for, like, at least the next 5 years. Like, this is one of those teams that's just destined to, like, always be competing, you know?
Yeah. But, Mikko Rantanen trade was Rantanen was insane. Because he was...
Yeah, that trade was fucking huge. Honestly, I think he's what this team needs. Like, so I will be interested. That's a good point, actually, that he is what this team needs. Like, I think this is the year for them to truly start competing, actually.
They should have...
is like a...
They really should have competed, but then they fell apart. That Oilers series, I actually did watch like the playoffs. That Oilers series was all-time trash, bro. They looked so bad from like against the Jets, where I thought they were gonna lose to the Jets because I was like, oh, the Jets defense better than the Stars offense. This is where the Stars fall.
Yeah.
Then they overcome the Jets. They overcame the Avs, and now they're rocking into the Oilers, who looked pretty poor in the last few series. And then the Oilers, obviously, great playoff rising team, but they just flipped them on the top of their head, spanked them, and then send them off to the Cancun, bro. It was embarrassing. Sorry, I got a lot of fire, passion from that one. I think they made me look like idiots. That's where it came from. Because I was like, oh, yeah, Stars are going to rock the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers look weak. And then... That was when I first started posting a lot, too.
They low-key should have, but that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, that'll be another podcast.
Yeah, listen, this team is second in the division until they prove me otherwise, I guess. Like, I need to see them take that next step before I put them first in the division, because the first team in this division is unfucking real. Like, after what I saw on opening night versus the Kings, because I wasn't sure how to rank the Avs going into this season. I think I had them 5th in my preseason rankings. After their game on opening night, I'm going to spoil it now. This is my pick for the cup right now. They are just literally like the best team. Like, everyone on this team is amazing. Like, top to bottom. Like, their fourth line of Kiviranta, Kelly, and Brindley, that could be like a second line on almost any other team. Like, Brindley is a rookie, so we'll be looking to see him do good. But I think Brindley looked amazing last night. So, like, he brings that young life into this team. Their defense, everyone on defense is amazing. And you've got 2 top 10 players in the league. You've got Cale Makar, who's top 10 and easily the best defenseman. And you've got McKinnon, who, like, his ceiling is best player in the league. I don't think he's quite there, but he can be the best player in the league ahead of McDavid. And listen, if McKinnon, like, severely outperforms the rest of the league this year, like, if he wins MVP this year, I could put him as the best player in the league ahead of McDavid.
That's okay. Now we're saying something a little crazy. I mean, I know McDavid's kind of a choker. I know Mac's good. I've seen McKinnon play in person. That's the only game I've ever watched was Senators, Avs. I think it ended 3-1. It was in Colorado. I can't remember for sure. But I remember McKinnon might have had a goal that game. That's where my sister got his jersey. McKinnon's great, but throwing him above McDavid is insane work.
That's his ceiling, is what I'm saying. Like, he can reach that point, because, like, obviously McDavid is McDavid, but, like, I'll just be keeping an eye on how they both play this year. But, I mean, yeah, you look across they've got Landeskog back as well, actually. Landeskog is their captain, and he hasn't played a regular season game in 3.5 years because of, like, some freak injury. And, now that he's back, he really just looks like the missing piece. And this team is, like, they've already won a cup together, like, with this core of players. But I think that they can, like, really take that step to being the best team in the league. And, like, I mean, the goalie tandem, Blackwood and Wedgwood, that's... I mean, you can make a case that is the best goalie duo in the league. Like...
Yeah.
I don't have enough good things to say about this.
I'm going to Navs game this season! Yes! I just thought about that. We're going to some book night or something. I don't even know which one it was, but...
So yeah, my Central Division rankings. First, Colorado Avalanche. Second, Dallas Stars. Third, Minnesota Wild. Fourth, Winnipeg Jets. Fifth, St. Louis Blues. Sixth, Utah Mammoth. Seventh, Chicago Blackhawks. And eighth, Nashville Predators. But
Preds
that
hate.
top 6 in this division is unreal. This is a gauntlet.
Yeah, this division's about to dwarf in what we're about